So here, what I've got, you'll see there's a new little dialogue up the top here, and now I'm in that same chalet, that same rental chalet. However, I've now got two different variants of the tour, and what I can do is I can actually switch between them and compare the two different variants at two different states, and I can do that either with a blend or with a slider. And what that allows me to do is see the before and after of the renovation work. Actually, I'm going to switch that. So now I can switch to, so I can either have renovated versus original or original versus renovated. And we can see that, there's a substantial difference. So this is a great way to compare kind of two different dates in time, two different states of the same space before and after a project. And you can actually have as many variants as you want within a project. Obviously, you've got to have the imagery for each of the variants. But we've got folks using this for construction reporting. One of the other big applications could be for lease compliance. Maybe you've got folks that have shot a move-in, move-out tour, and at the end of the lease, they're doing the property manager wants to be able to see that the property hasn't deteriorated or changed between when the tenants moved in to when they moved out. This presents a very easy way for them to have that content very accessible and easily be able to swipe back and forth and see exactly what's changed very, very quickly.
Yeah, this seems to be a major benefit of Metareal Stage. Are there other examples that you can speak to? I mean, I can think of an architect, for example, wanting to have a portfolio that is, here's the before and here's how it turned out. And you presented at least two tactical ways to do that. One was with the slider, and then the other was clicking on before, after, before, after. Other use cases, perhaps do you want to speak any more about construction or design?
Yeah, construction reporting is, often the folks, paying for the project or running the project are far off site. And so an easy way for them to be able to very viscerally compare, how the production of the job is, how the production is progressing, the construction is progressing, would be to have somebody just go in, shoot a few more panos, integrate them into the tour on certain dates, and be able to actually compare them. And that means that, the company funding the project or the architecture firm behind the project can verify remotely without having necessarily to go on site every time that production is proceeding according to plan. And the same applies to property managers. Often, property management companies have large portfolios of properties, rental properties, and it's difficult and cumbersome to send folks on site who have the ability or the memory of what the condition of the property is supposed to be. Do they know what the fittings were in the bathroom or whatever, and this kind of tool offers a very easy and visceral way for them to remotely, in a very deterministic way, compare, okay, is the light fitting the same as the light fitting that was there last time? Are all the plants still, the potted plants, or is it the right table? All the fixtures and fittings are still there. Is there wear and tear that's appeared? And this could even apply to insurance compliance and that kind of thing as well. And where we're going with this is, already Metareal virtual tours, digital replicas are very well categorized in the sense that everything's already broken down into floors, walls, doors, windows, and many of the objects. You can already export a spreadsheet file that'll give you, for example, the number and the area of all the windows in the building, or the number and area of all the walls, and so on. And we're extending that and doing more and more sort of deeper insights. So later this year, you'll be seeing sort of more sophisticated reports coming out about what are the inventories in your building, for example.
Okay. So is the export and counting of things, windows, doors, perhaps areas of square feet, number of bedrooms, is that all available today?
Yeah, that's all available today. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll get into that in the next show because you need to be in the editor to do it. But
okay. So Gareth is talking about the show that we're going to do on Thursday, May 2nd. part 2 deep dive demo of Metareal Stage version 2.0 for creating 3D digital twins. So we'll look at the back end, including how to do that export in part 2 of our series. Just going back again to this before, after, and that slider, what other use cases have you seen customers of Metareal Stage do with this tool?
That's pretty much it so far. We're really focused on, being able to make Metareal more useful for those inspection related workflows, those are inspection related use cases.
All right, so suffice for our audience is to know it's possible to do before and after. You can do it with a slider. You can do it by clicking on a button before and after. And then to add to the mix, it doesn't necessarily need to be photography. So it could be virtually staged images. It could be a BIM model. It could be an output from a SketchUp file, an output from a CAD file of some sort.
Yeah, so I mean, you could have how the house now and how's it going to look after the remodeling is done, before it's done, and actually be able to compare that in context and move around it. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. Forgive me, I took you off screen share. Can you?
Sure, no worries.
So again, you can visit metareal.com, metareal.com, and sign up for free, no credit card needed. Your first live tour is free. Okay, back to your demo.